That I mean, what am I say? We run bout ya. Anyhow, puzzle up the thing them right. White too bright, some me dim them light. Can't bring knife to gunfight. The boy them give in them light. Tackle up the thing them like. Tanky, make we go feed them. Rottweiler, we are using a puppy them. Boy them a hype with things where you no feel them. Fight y'all war them warrior no feel like sample man. I must see no feel friend. Borrow boy gun my gun them a no feel it. Boy skin bun like weed with a little blood. Rush out of the nozzle and no adrenaline. They we bad and bad, bad and bad, bad and bad, bad. I dem a one bad. We bad and bad, bad and bad, bad and bad, bad. I dem a one.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed our mini editor showcasing the brand new Progen Emerus, the latest vehicle added to GTA 5 Online. So this vehicle is based off the Mclaren Senna. However, with customization, this vehicle can be quickly turned into the Mclaren Senate Gtr. The GTR version is much like a race car. In fact, it was created to be able to deliver the fastest McLaren lap times outside the Formula 1 vehicles. That's pretty sick if you ask me. What's even more interesting is Rockstar seems to have taken my previous statement to heart when considering the realism of this vehicle, as you'll see later in this video. Now for the customization, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail as there really isn't too much detail to dive into with this vehicle as far as the customization is concerned. Other than the vehicle's 11 unique liveries, all the other customization options are pretty much the same as most other vehicles in GTA 5. This vehicle does have the trim color option for its interior. However, you can barely see the trim color even in first person, so it's not the greatest option on this vehicle. I will say the skirts on this vehicle do have some pretty cool options, but other than that and the liveries, that's about it. The biggest decision you have when customizing this vehicle is whether to make it look like the McLaren Senna or McLaren Senate Gtr. Anyways, I'll let you guys check out the rest of the customization, and feel free to skip ahead to see the speed test.
Looking good. Think long and hard. Life is hard when you can have anything. You've got an eye for this stuff. Making decisions is stressful. How many cars you got in this garage again? Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something? Stick to the speed limit. I'm joking, of course. is looking good. No rush at all.
So as of all our other speed tests conducted in previous videos, 2 will be done for each vehicle competing against the Progen Emerus. Again, this is to account for any possible errors such as can be caused by a broken R2 button. So in this video, we drag race the following vehicles against the Progen Emerus, starting with the Grotti X80 Proto, Dubashi Wagner, Ennis S80RR, Ocelot XA21, Trifade Nero Custom, Bravati Banshee 900R, and Princip Devastate 8. Now for the most part, I'm going to let you guys observe these drag tests, and then I'll do an overall review once they're finished. So just want to make one quick note. As you can see with the X80 Proto test, the X80 Proto does indeed beat the Progen Emerus. However, you can see the Emerus slowly cut down the distance. As stated earlier, we'll touch more on this at the end of the video, as this will prove quite significant. Alright, so as you can see, the Progen Emerus won to every vehicle except for the Grotti X80 Proto, Trafade Nero Custom, which could almost be argued as a tie as you saw in the second race, and the Devastate 8. Now this may make you lose confidence in the vehicle hearing those results. However, as you may have seen, and as I pointed out with the X80 Proto, this vehicle did appear to be catching up to the vehicles it lost to. However, there wasn't enough runway to allow us to see if it could eventually surpass those vehicles. This ultimately made me wonder, what if we did a lap test? After all, this vehicle is based off of a vehicle that supposedly has a really good lap time. I ended up picking 4 out of the 7 of the vehicles from the speed test and used criminal records to individually test each of their lap times as well as the Progen Emerus. I'll let you quickly check out the results. Okay, so as you saw, I performed a lap test for the Progen Emerus, Grotti X80 Proto, Dubashi Wagner, Trafade Nero Custom, and Princip Devastate 8. Now keep in mind, I only put the end of each race in just to show the results for each vehicle, otherwise this video would be way too long. So the best recorded lap time for the Progen Emerus was 21.688 seconds. The best recorded lap time for the Grotti X80 Proto was 22.788 seconds. The best recorded lap time for the Dubashi Wagner was 21.322 seconds. The best lap time for the Trafade Nero Custom was 22.356 seconds. And lastly, the best lap time for the Princip Devastate 8 was 21.488 seconds. Now keep in mind, even though the Progen Emerus lost to the Dubashi Wagner and Princip Devastate 8 in lap time, we're talking centiseconds. Not saying that's not significant, but if we were to compare its lap time to the X80 Proto, it beat it by more than a second. That's a lot more significant if these vehicles were to race each other. More significant than the others. Also, keep in mind that the Emerus also beat the Wagner in the airport speed test. So the only vehicle that really has something on the Emerus, according to these tests, is the Devastate 8, considering this is the only vehicle the Emerus lost to in both competitions. Not to mention the Emerus only lost by a couple centiseconds in the lap time. I'd have to say that's not too bad for this brand new vehicle. Not bad at all. Alright, so to give a final review on this vehicle. Number 1. This car has customization that can make it look like 2 types or variations of McLarens. The Senna, a more luxury variation, and Senate Gtr, more of a racing variation. However, there isn't a lot of unique customization options other than its 11 unique liveries that can be applied. This car retails for $2,750,000. It's the second most expensive supercar. It performed exceptionally well according to the speed tests and lap tests conducted in this video. Overall, I would give this car a 9 out of 10. It definitely is a must-have for races in GTA 5 Online and handles and performs exceptionally well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video as TGKS Productions will be continually uploading content regularly. As always, have a great day.